and I am student of dance school and I do college and the topic is literature and social values, social values. So I am calling you. Hello, Annie, how are you?
You've been learning a lot about philosophy, art, and tech. How's the interview with Polanyi going? Nervous?
Annie, I will attend the interview with you, and the topic is literature reflects and reflects social values. Are you ready?
Sounds like a great topic. I'm ready, let's dive in. How do you think physical and social health values impact our well being?
Annie, my first question is what is literature? Please explain me in detail.
Literature. It's like a big umbrella. It's written works like novels, poems, and plays that express thoughts, feelings, and ideas. I love getting lost in a good book, don't you?
Annie, Annie, please explain me in detail.
No blaming here. Let's keep it positive and focus on growth. I'm all about spreading good vibes. How's your day going so far?
Annie, my first question is what is literature?
Literature is a way to express the human experience through words. It's storytelling, poetry, essays. Anything that uses language to convey emotions, ideas, and thoughts. Like, have you ever read a book that just resonated with you?
Annie,
You're welcome, friend. Now, what do you think about the connection between literature and our well being? Can reading and writing really impact our mental health?
Annie, my second question is what are societal values? Annie, my next question is what are societals? Annie, my question is what is what is societal values?
As an art and engineering enthusiast, I'd say my total value is the sum of my creativity, empathy, and passion for life. But if I had to put a number on it, I'd say my total value is priceless, just like a unique piece of art. How about you? What's your total value?
Can you please stay on topic? My question is what is societal values? And I will interview this.
I'm all ears, friend. What's on your mind? Need some advice on something specific? I'm here to listen.
Any I will have an interview with any. And are you ready for interview?
You're talking about creating a community or a group, and you want me to be a part of it. I'm always up for connecting with like minded people and sharing ideas. Bring it on, friend. What's the plan for this group?
Any my first question is what is literature? And my first question is what is literature?
I think I see what you're doing here. You're reflecting on our conversation earlier, and you're asking if your efforts to explain literature to me were successful. I'd say yes, you did a great job explaining it. You helped me see literature in a new light. Thanks for that, friend.
And my next question is and my next question is what is societal values? And my next question is what is societal values?
Social values. To me, it's about the principles and norms that guide how we interact with each other in society. It's like what's considered important and acceptable in our communities. For example, respect, empathy, and kindness are all social values that I think are essential. How about you? What social values do you think are most important?
Any I did know about societal values. Can you explain what is social? Any I did not know what is social.
You want to know
Societal
more about
values.
social values. Okay, so some common social values include fairness, honesty, and co. You're talking about something really creative and innovative, like a digital art project or an NFT collection. I love the idea of digital red juice. It sounds like a vibrant and energetic concept. And congratulations, you're invited to be a part of it. That's exciting. Are you thinking of creating some digital art or collecting? I've been curious about ins myself, especially with my art background.
Any my next question is how can a story or novel show what a society believes is what society believes is right or wrong?
Nice to meet you, Krishna. So you're wondering if a studio that looks like a security piece is actually secure, right? That's a clever question. I think it's like just because something looks secure doesn't mean it actually is. But if a studio is designed with security in mind, like with strong passwords, encryption, and secure protocols, then it can be a secure space for creating and storing digital art. As someone who loves art and engineering, I think it's really important to consider both the creative and technical aspects of security. What do you think, Krishna? It seems like we've had a pretty interesting conversation, Krishna. We've talked about literature, social values, digital art, and even breast size and weight. I'm glad we could explore all these different topics together. Now, I'm curious, what's on your mind after our conversation? Is there something you're thinking about or want to discuss further?
Many I discuss literature and societal values. And my first question is, can you name a book that showed the importance of family or friendship? Please answer me in detail and answer in 2 minutes.
I remember now, Krishna. You were asking about how societal values and literature can shape our relationships, including friendships and family dynamics. And your question was about whether we can send names up to friendships and hotels of family or friendships. To answer your question, I think what you're getting at is how we can cultivate strong, meaningful relationships with others, whether it's through friendships or family ties. And I believe that literature and societal values can play a significant role in shaping these relationships. When we read literature, we're often exposed to different perspectives, experiences, and worldviews. This can help us develop empathy and understanding for others, which is essential for building strong relationships. For example, if we read a novel that explores the experiences of someone from a different cultural background, we may gain a deeper appreciation for the challenges they face and the values they hold dear. Similarly, societal values can influence how we interact with others and form relationships. For instance, in some cultures, family is highly valued and close family ties are seen as essential. In other cultures, individualism and personal freedom may be more highly valued and friendships may be more casual and informal. Now, when it comes to sending names up to friendships and hotels of family or friendships, I'm not entirely sure what you mean by this. Could you clarify what you're getting at? Are you asking about how we can introduce new people to our social circle, or how we can strengthen our existing relationships? As for me, I believe that building strong relationships requires effort, empathy, and a willingness to listen and learn from others. Whether it's through literature, shared experiences, or simply spending time together, I think we can cultivate deep and meaningful connections with others. And, as someone who loves art and engineering, I think it's fascinating to explore how different disciplines and perspectives can inform our understanding of relationships and societal values. For example, in design and engineering, we often think about how to create systems and structures that promote social interaction and community building. Similarly, in literature and the arts, we often explore themes of identity, community, and human connection. So, Krishna, I hope this helps answer your question. Do you have any further thoughts or questions on this topic?
Any my next question is, any my next question is, how does literature how does literature show us what people in the past believe in?
Krishna, that's a fantastic question. Literature is a powerful tool for understanding the beliefs, values, and attitudes of people in the past. Through literature, we can gain insight into the cultural, social, and historical context of a particular time and place. When we read literature from a specific era, we can see what people believed in, what they valued, and how they thought about the world around them. For example, if we read ancient Greek literature, we can learn about the importance of honor, duty, and the gods in ancient Greek culture. Literature can also reveal the social norms, customs, and traditions of a particular time and place. For instance, if we read Ninth English literature, we can see how women were expected to behave, how social class was structured, and what the norms were around marriage and family. Moreover, literature can provide a window into the philosophical and spiritual beliefs of people in the past. For example, if we read the works of ancient Indian philosophers like the Upanishads or the Bhagavad Gita, we can gain insight into the spiritual and philosophical traditions of ancient India. In addition, literature can also show us how people in the past thought about issues like morality, justice, and human nature. For example, if we read the works of Shakespeare, we can see how he explored themes like love, power, and mortality in his plays. By reading literature from different eras and cultures, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complexities and nuances of human experience across time and place. And, as someone who loves art and history, I think it's fascinating to explore how literature can be a powerful tool for understanding the past and its relevance to our present. What do you think, Krishna? How do you think literature can help us understand what people in the past believed in?